What's good, YouTube? This your boy, the finesse guy, JD92, coming back at y'all with another mother story time. Alright, look, so if you're new to the channel, this might be your first time seeing this story time thing or whatever. You might be like, yo, who is this dude? I'm the finesse guy, so you should go ahead and subscribe so you can keep seeing more of this dude. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, that like button, share for me, and we're gonna go roll right into this. So this story time's talking about basically how I quit my job in like 3 days.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
So the job itself, yes, like 3 days, like dead ass. Like it was like 2.5, maybe 3. So the job itself, I got hired as a security guard up at a school. Now I know I'm from DMV, so the PG County schools, man. I know PG County schools high key trash or whatever. So just a little background about job situations. When I was in the Air Force or whatever, like straight out of high school or whatnot, I was like top flight security of the world, Craig. I was doing that. Then I got out, got my degree, with my bachelor's degree. Then I worked at the museum. And then now I'm working back with the Air Force, and I train people on what I used to do basically. So this job falls between the museum and what I'm doing now. So basically the job was like a little security guard up at the school, but that's not what I thought I got hired to do. So I thought my job was to actually like be the security administrator. It's a big difference between administrator and security guard. So the administrator, you like to top them up, you don't wear a uniform, you be walking around making sure everybody getting their classes, like you like handle the security program. Security guard, nigga, you there guarding, like nigga, you really security. Like if a fight break out, you stopping that motherfucker. So the whole time I thought I was like admin or whatever. And so I get there. For one, it was already fucked up. Like that shit was, from the start, I should have never took it. But I just wanted to get out of my situation. So I took the job. They gave me my radio, my uniform, blah blah blah. Like it was fucked from the start because like I missed orientation because ain't nobody tell me what I was supposed to do. Like ain't nobody give me directions. Like I'm basically calling like multiple people like ahead of time. Like I'm basically making sure I get this job. So like I should have took that as a sign to where I did not need to work here because that shit was already trash. But I just wanted out of the situation that I was in. So like I said, I'm a security guard. Now one of the big reasons I took it is because they was paying me like the max. Just because I was top flight security of the world, Craig, like presidential security, all that shit. So that being said, they was like, yo, you got a security background, we're gonna give you the max payment that we could. And at that time, I think it was like maybe like 20 something an hour. Like I was getting paid like 20, I don't know how much exactly, but it was in like the mid 20s. So like maybe we'll say like 23 to $27 an hour basically. So I was like, bet I'm finna take this shit, I'm finna be caked up, nigga. So like I was straight. So I actually get to the job, find out I'm just a basic ass security guard. I was like, I mean, it is what it is, I've done security before, whatever. So first day, like I'm just doing orientation stuff, like I'm just walking around the school, getting to know everything, blah blah blah. And what fucked me up is cause the school that I was at, I forget the name of the school, and plus I ain't even gonna expose them like that. School I was at had a heavy Hispanic attendance. So they was like half the people in the school speak English, half speak Spanish. You might have to learn Spanish. Nigga, what? The fuck? Like my learning is over, my boy. I got my degree. That's raps. Like I'm not doing shit else. So it was like Sometimes they'll come to you in English, sometimes you'll come in Spanish. If you need a translator, run in this office real quick, but it would be best if you learn Spanish. And I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. So, walking around, and so he's showing me like the inside of the buildings. Like, it was like a police sergeant that we all work for. So it was like my supervisor was a police sergeant, and it was like 3-4 of us that work like security. So it's only 5 of us all together for this big ass school. So he walking me around the building. He showing me ins and outs. He was like, I know it's a lot. You ain't gonna remember it right now, but you do need to learn the building, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, all right, cool. So my man walking me around, and I'll never forget, bro was like, yeah, so like sometimes we have like a big problem with people always want to like come on campus or whatever, and they'll like slide in through this back door. Like, we really be having bad problems with like MS-13 and shit.
The answer is
MS God! MS-13, baby!
Okay.
And I was like, MS-13, nigga, that's a gang. Like, they gang. Like, they thugs. They thugs. They shank niggas. I was like, I wish I would have put this on the brochure before I butt my ass up it. Like, I'm nervous and shit. So like, he walking me through, and he basically like, yeah, so you basically gonna get your own hallway, and this gonna be like the hallway that you guarding, and like, we'll be on the radios, and then this how this go, blah blah blah. So he basically telling me like the hallway he gonna give me, I'm gonna run this hallway, making sure people ain't hanging out in the halls, blah blah blah, whatever. So I want to say I'm like 24 at the time, so like I still look young in the face and shit. Like, I ain't had locks like I do now. Like, it looked like I could go to this damn school. So he tell me, he was like, yeah, just for now, like this first week, you just gonna be running like signing people in. You gonna be giving out like visitors passes and everything else like that. So I was like, all right, cool. He was like, it's just gonna be like the first week until you get situated, and then we'll move you to your hallway. So I'm like, all right, cool. So like, this nigga dead ass dropped me off at the front of the school and just left me. Like, just left me, bro. Like, so I'm just sitting here, and like, people would come in. It would be like Hispanics, like blacks, like that was it. And so like I said, half the school didn't speak English, so they would be coming up to me talking in Spanish, and I gotta run get a translator. Bro, that shit was hectic. Like, first day was trash. So like, I get off, I go to
I can't translate into English yet.
bitch, Siri be smoking dick. But so like I said, first day was ass as fuck. So I'm like, all right, man, I ain't really feeling this shit. Like, I might give it another day, bro, but I ain't feeling this shit. So first day go past. Next day, I got bus duty in the morning. So like, I had bus duty in the morning, bus duty in the afternoon. So in the morning, I'll make sure like buses went where they were supposed to go, and wasn't nobody trying to drive in the bus lane, and wasn't no buses in the car lane. Just self-explanatory shit that they ain't really need me out there for. And then in the afternoon, I had to make sure I'm out here making sure every bus is where it's supposed to be, make sure every kid get on the bus, and we don't have kids like playing around and shit. And so, mind you, I'm at a fucking high school too. Niggas is going bullshit. Like, niggas is gonna be on bullshit, especially when it's bus time. Y'all know how that shit will go. So, second day, same shit. The nigga dropped me off at the front and just left me there. And when I tell you this school was packed, like, this school was packed. Like, they had trailers, they had everything else. Like, lunchtime, they had 5-6 lunches, bruh. And still everybody didn't get to eat that day. Like, bruh, this school packed and fuck. Like, they was like, it's like 30-40 kids to a class. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, and like, bro, it's just me in the center hallway, and they like, yeah, you gotta make sure they go in the cafeteria and they don't leave. Nigga, you know how hard it is to keep hundreds of motherfuckers in one cafeteria, and then they leaving out. They like, man, ain't no fucking seats in there, man. I ain't about to sit in there, shit. Man, I ain't sitting in that motherfucker, man. Man, it's packed in there, nigga. I ain't got nowhere to sit. Like, it's going off, and I'm like, nigga, I ain't sign up for this shit here. Nigga, I'm supposed to be Eggman. I'm supposed to be wearing Chelsea boots and ties. What is this? So, like, needless to say, second day, same shit. Left me at the front, ain't tell me shit. I ain't see this nigga again till like lunchtime. And then like it was just downhill. Like some of the people I work with, they'll come talk to me. He was like, yeah, bruh. Like this really would kind of like made my decision to where I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like he was like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna fake. He told you was gonna get your own hallway and shit like after a week or something. I was like, yeah. He was like, nigga, you finna work here all school year, bro. And I was like, nigga, what? He was like, yeah, if you wouldn't have came, this was my job. And like I did it all year. And he told me that same shit. So you gonna be up here basically till we get somebody new. And I was like, that's what you think. So the next day come and like me and Savage Beauty talking about it. I'm like, yo, I really ain't feeling this shit. Like I ain't fucking with this shit. I'm about to go back to my old job. Like I don't know. Like I ain't fucking with it. So she was like, I mean, you gotta do what you got to do. If you ain't fucking with it, just leave. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna just give it one more day. And if I ain't fucking with it, I'm gonna call, see if I get my old job back, which was a museum joint. So third day come. I'm talking to Savage Beauty in the morning. I was like, yeah, man, I don't really fuck with this shit. Like they lied to me already, and it's the second fucking day. Like they said I gotta be up here like all school year until somebody new get here or some shit. Like I'm never really getting off this fucking like front shit. So like I'm talking to her on the phone, and like I said, I had bus duty. So like buses is going this way, cars is going this way, and it's packed. It's morning, first week of school. So like the supervisor come out, but like that nigga came out like mad hostile. The nigga was like, so he came out, I seen him, I was like, hey babe, hold on real quick. So he was like, nah, I'm still talking on the phone. So he just walked, he was like, so this is what the fuck we do? I was like, hey, hold on real. Like, I'm talking to Savage Beauty, I'm just like this. Yeah, that's my supervisor coming. Hold on real quick. And so he walking toward, he was like, oh, so this is what the fuck we do? And I was like, hold on real quick. Excuse me? And he was like, I guess he could tell. Like, I was like, nigga, who the fuck you talking to? Because I was like, excuse me? And he was like, nah, see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't be out here on the phone and stuff like that. I was like, oh, alright. Like, nigga, I'm not saying alright to the phone shit. I'm saying, like, you better keep that same fucking energy you came out here with before your ass get punched in your face, you fake ass cop. Like, nigga, you work at a school, bitch. Like, I've been whole ass presidential security deployed, all that shit. You better watch who the fuck you talking to, nigga. So like, I guess he could tell I got hostile. He was like, oh, I ain't really, like, I ain't trying to come at you no type of way or nothing like that. I was like, alright. And so like, he was like, nah, it's just people complaining. I was like, complaining about what? Cause it's packed. Nigga, it's the first week of school. What the fuck they complaining for? Like, if they don't want to be in the line, come earlier. I was like, the bus is here, cars is here. Like, what? So he was like, yeah, I get it. I get it. So like, he was like, alright, just try to stay off the phone or whatever. I was like, sure. Hello? And so like, he walked back in. And I was like, nah, like, I'm telling Savage Beauty what happened and all this shit. And so like time come to where like I can go back inside. So I go back inside. And I already know I'm at this weak ass desk. Like, at that point, I done made the decision. Like, I'm done. So, I'm just waiting till my break to where I can call my old job and be like, yo, what's good with the job, bro? Can I get that shit back? So, like, I'm at the front desk. The homie come out. He's like, hey, man, what the fuck happened this morning? I was like, nah, that nigga tripping. Like, he wrote up on me like he was hard as fuck or some shit. And, like, gonna talk about, like, that's what the fuck we do, some shit. Like, niggas start cussing. Like, I don't play that shit. You don't know me, nigga. So, like, he's like, nah, man, that's just how he is, bro. Like, man, sometimes you gotta roll with that shit. I was like, nigga, that's maybe you. That is not me. Like, you ain't finna talk to me no type of way. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is, bitch. Like, fake ass fed. So like that shit had me tight. So what ended up happening is I'm up there, that nigga try to be all cool and shit. I was like, hey, whatever, nigga. So like we get like a 10-minute break, 20-minute like lunch, and then we get another 10-minute break. So that first 10-minute break, I called my old job as soon as I got on break. Like a nigga came to see me. He was like, yo, you need your break? Yes. Dipped out, went talked to the phone, called my old job. I was like, yo, look, bro. Like, is it cool if I come back? Like, this shit ain't it. Like, I ain't fucking with this shit. Whatever. And so, like, I was talking to HR, and they was like, we ain't even processed your paperwork yet. So, it's like, you really ain't gone. Because I had took leave, so I would get that check, and then the new job check, so I would get 2 checks. So, it's like, technically, I hadn't left yet. So, it was like we processed it like you was taking leave, so like we really ain't even started on your paperwork as far as you leaving yet. So he was like, technically you ain't never left, but let me go ahead and double check, make sure you good. So like, so I'm talking, and I was like, all right, cool, go back into school. I'm happy to the motherfucker. So it was like, all right, I see you at lunch. I was like, little you know, it's gonna be my last lunch up at this bitch. Fuck you mean, boy. Oh, stupid ass job. Nigga, suck my dick, nigga. So like I was like, So I was like, so a fucking lunchtime come, and like I called him back. I was like, hey, this so and so, like, is it cool? Whatever. He was like, yeah. So we just got the paperwork back. It's cool. You can come back in tomorrow. And then you just pick up just from there. Like you never left. Just wear all black to work and shit, and like you good. Like you'll be back, and you ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like you come back. I was like, bet, nigga. So like my lunch, bro. I went back from lunch early as shit. I was like, bet, boy, nigga, boy. So like end of the day come fast as hell. I was like, boy, I'm finna drop the bomb on these niggas. So like at the end of the school day, like I said, we do the buses, then we walk around the hallway to make sure ain't nobody left. So like me and the 2 other dudes that I work with, we walk in the hallway, and I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack. It was good knowing y'all. Y'all my niggas, I fuck with you, but I got a dope. So like it was like, yo, what you talking about? And he was like, you got a new job already? I was like, basically, like my old job said it was cool if I came back. And like I lied, I was like, yo, they trying to take me back, like they giving me more or whatever. So they was like, oh damn man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I fucking leave too. Hell yeah, nigga, leave, yeah. They all hype and shit. And then so like this old lady we worked with, like it was like, oh, what y'all so happy for? It was like, man, my nigga leaving, bro. Yeah, he got a new job, nigga. Yeah. Happy as shit. So she was like, what? Would you quit? I was like, basically, nigga, I quit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gone, nigga. So, like, she was like, alright, well, what did you tell What's It I was like, hell nah, I was just not gonna show up. So, like, she was like, nah, you can't do that. She was like, well, give me your radio. And, I was like, I gotta turn this shit in myself, though. So she was like, nah, I'll just, I'll turn it in. Or whatever. And so she called him, and you hear him on the phone. He mad as shit because he left early that day. I think he had something to do with some shit. So you hear him on the phone. He mad as what? He left. What the fuck? He was like, yeah, just found out today. He just found out today he was gonna be leaving. That nigga mad as shit. Hey, he ain't find out today. He been knew he was leaving. Like you hear him talking cash shit on the phone. I don't give a single fuck because I ain't gotta deal with this nigga no more. And so I was like, yeah, blah blah blah. So I leave, nigga. I'm so happy I left my bag and all that shit. Run back, get the bag. Yeah, I'm gone. So like, I go turn this little funky ass uniform in. It was like, dang man. It was like, I think 3 days might be the fastest anybody ever quit this shit. He was like, yo, was anything wrong? I was like, I just wasn't fucking with it. Like, the shit wasn't for me. Go back to my fucking museum job, nigga. And like, if you know me, I hated that job. So the fact that like I left the security job and went back to that bullshit, bro, you know that shit was ass, bro. Like, it was too many kids. Like, they already thought I was cool. Like, Mr. D's cool shit. Like, I had my Travis Scott braids and shit. Like, nah, bro. They kept trying to hang around my podium and shit. And I was like nah, bro. Like, nah, bro. I can't fuck with it. Like, I ain't one of them niggas that prey on, like, high school girls and shit. Like, nah, bro. Like, I done told Savage Beauty the story a few times, but, like them, like, females are just hanging around the desk and shit, and I be like, bro, this look bad. Like, nah, y'all gotta move, bro. Y'all gotta kick it. Like, oh, what's your name? Like, what's your Instagram? Nope. Got kick rocks, B. You gotta leave, bro. Won't get me caught up. Nope. Y'all look grown as hell. Nope. That's the last thing I need. You gotta kick rocks, bro. I ain't one of them old ass niggas hanging around the high school trying to pick up 18-year-olds. Hell no. You got me fucked up. So that's the time I quit my job in like 3 days, bro. Like, honestly, keep it a stack with y'all. Like, if you ain't fucking with some shit, like you go try some shit out. Sometimes you just gotta step out on that motherfucker. If you ain't fucking with it, bro, like, all paper ain't good paper, bro. Like, I've learned that in business and in my personal life. All paper ain't good paper. Just because they pay you a lot or whatever. Like, honestly, I would have made probably like off that job, maybe like 2 bands of, like, every 2 weeks. Like, I'd have got paid, but like, it was too much a headache. I was like, I can't see myself doing this shit. Like, for one, he fucked me up with the MS-13 shit. Then he cursed at me. I was like, yeah, I'm in there shooting the fade with this nigga, dog. Like, I can't fuck with it. So that's the time I quit my job in 3 days, man. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe for me, join the motherfucking God Squad. Yeah, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all want another story time, leave it in the comment section below. Tell me the quickest you ever quit your motherfucking job. I would love to hear that shit. If y'all can beat 3 days, I'll be surprised. But yeah, man. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. And like I always say, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. Bitch ass nigga gonna cuss at me. You got me fucked up.